Welcome. Let's do some business with me, Emma Davis. Economics lecturer at the University of Ghana, Dr. Owusu Sarkodie, has stated that despite the positive improvements of the country's macroeconomic indicators, Ghana's economy has not fully recovered yet. His comment is coming at a time the International Monetary Fund is predicting a 15% end-of-year inflation in 2024. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Sarkodie said there is still more to be done to optimize the significant gains made over the period.
Inflation has declined rapidly, as we are all aware. About a year ago, it was around 54%. Today, it's around 23%, which is remarkable. The exchange rate has stabilized. To me, the exchange rate is a major contributor to inflation. So if we're able to stabilize the city, then you can really fight inflation from the front. Also from the angle of tight monetary policy. Government is doing zero central bank financing, also tight fiscal policy. Government is not going beyond 5% of GDP budget deficit, and all these indicators are showing positive signs. And so kudos to all of us for achieving this. But we are on the recovery path. But the caution must be made that we haven't arrived yet. Ghana's economy has not fully recovered because the Bank of Ghana's target for inflation is always 8 plus or minus 2. That means it should be between 6 and 10%. So even though it has declined rapidly from 54 to 23%, we are still far from the medium-term target of 10%. So we should try and arrive at the single-digit inflation in the next coming years.
As part of efforts to ensure business continuity and enhance employee motivation, leading indigenous insurance company Starlife Assurance has rewarded selected sales executives for their outstanding performance in 2023. The Starlife 2023 Race of Champions, which aims to recognize hardworking sales executives, also serves as a tool to motivate staff. There is more in this report.
Overall, 70 sales executives were honored in the Starlife 2023 Race of the Champions. The best performing executives were selected from various branches of Starlife Assurance across the country. Deserving members of the sales force were rewarded with local and foreign trips for their outstanding performance in 2023. The head of individual distribution at Starlife Assurance, Peter Chenimo, details the rationale behind the move.
Every year, we reward the best of the best. We do this because, of course, as I said, they drive the business. And, motivation is so key. It's a motivational tour, or sometimes we call it an incentive tour. We started way back in 2009. For the foreign trips, we started 2022. We suspended them because of COVID. So essentially to reward them and appreciate them for the hard work that they've done to push Starlife to number one when it comes to assets, and then number two when it comes to market share.
He explains the need to expand insurance coverage to the informal sector.
We have our sister company, Star Micro, doing a lot over there. We have partnership with a number of rural banks, the teacher market, and all this semi-informal, and even our collaboration or partnership with Phobia and Fabu, Kotoko, Asante Kotoko, and House of Oak is also a way of bringing the informal sector in. We also have partnership with Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, and it cuts across everywhere. So with these partnerships and the collaborations, we are trying to bring insurance to the lowest level of society.
Patience Ajay and Joseph Tete, two of the beneficiaries, spoke to Joy Business.
I would like to use this opportunity to encourage the youth out there to take up the sales career, because there is so much reward or so much awards in the sales business. I would also want to use this opportunity to thank our lady of the house, our CEO, Mrs. Kakra Dofonya.
I stand here to be a beneficiary of Starlife Race of the Champions 2023. And as a matter of fact, I'm joining the trip to South Africa. I want to thank management for organizing such a wonderful program, and then use this platform to also encourage upcoming sales executives. I encourage them to be with Starlife because we stand out to be one of the best life insurance companies.
Now, Ghanaian food vendors and other petty traders in Abidjan are taking advantage of the ongoing African Cup of Nations tournament to boost sales of their food products. The traders, who have been making brisk business from the thousands of Ghanaian fans who throng their restaurants on daily basis since the start of the competition, say the tournament, since it started, has been a huge boost to their businesses. Joy News' correspondent Anas Sabit has more.
Inside the Ghanaian community here in Churchville, where we've come across lots and lots of Ghanaians, and then food joints are scattered all over, selling Ghanaian foods like fufu, banku, rice, kinky, and what have you. Today, we have hit the streets and we are engaging food sellers who are trading in major Ghanaian dishes. We want to engage them, we want to find out from them how their sales have been prior to the tournament, and then now that the tournament is ongoing, whether Ghanaians who have trooped into Abidjan in their numbers are patronizing their foods. Let's get speaking with these food sellers whose main target is the Ghanaian fans who are inside Cote d'Ivoire.
Ejano, I'm buy this time no, and wow, yeah, brutal. Yankasa, Chensa, Cote d'Ivoire, Francasa, Ewahano.
Oh, a Johnny dear, who say Africa Cup no. You also a Kurumua. In fact, I'm not Kuna and Butu. Ghana for Swaba Kurumua. Yeah, Ghana for. Yet to Ghana with a Ghana for bar. Then you are. Oh, Johnny, a normal. You thought, yeah, normal.
Yaminadum, yeah. Ejene Ghana phone buy. On buy pa. I'm ba have be every day on ba ha. I'm say Ghana correct. Ghana kwasoro adwuma no so kwasoro ye. Nti e pese Ghana for moko.
Second round you be win. Now so ya wa ha na so ye ni anyisika. E chamo ba park no so a. Ere kudu sunkwa na obobo no munyira obi abobo ese obi a mene ne bri say boy na mebo no ese me wini e mo life for park no so.
Clearly, business is booming for most of these food sellers who've been engaging. Their sole prayer now is for the Black Stars of Ghana to win their game against Mozambique, and by winning it means more Ghanaians will be staying, and the longer the Ghanaian fans stay, the more their business or their food they are selling will be patronized as expected. So they are hoping and praying that the Black Stars will win, and this will keep the Ghanaian fans within town, so their business will boom.
That'll be all for business tonight with me, Emma Davis. For more news, do log on to myjoyonline.com. Have a good evening.